Hello everyone, I'm your host Simon Oma, and I'm here with Tiftifbee.
Hi everybody!
We're here for something a little new again, since we have a milestone and celebration to do.
Woo!
Yeah! So as you can see, this is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
Probably an underrated gem in the Ace Attorney series, if you ask me.
Oh, totally. I mean, you know, like, the second one is actually my favorite game in the Ace Attorney series, though I never got to doing it on my channel before. I did play the fan translation. Here we do have the official translations that, you know, we finally got after, like, I don't know, like 2 decades or something.
Yeah, decade at most, I think.
Yeah, so why are we here doing this? Well, this will be the 10th anniversary of my YouTube channel.
10 whole years.
Yeah, so I want to do something a little special for it. I did play the first Ace Attorney Investigations before on here under, like, my old channel name before I, like, revamped it as Simon Oma and brought it back up and running last year. This was, like, the last Let's Play I did, so I kind of wanted to, like, you know, bring this back for the 10th anniversary.
Talk about a full circle moment.
Exactly. So, you know, we've got the new updated, enhanced version of the game with all the new, like, fun bells and whistles and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna actually play this, and, you know, voice over the characters and get this started as a new Let's Play going on alongside Bleach Rebirth of Souls while, like, we celebrate my 10 years of being on YouTube, even though I've only really been here as Simon Oma for, like, a year and a half. You know?
Yeah. And it's a bit of a late 10-year anniversary for me because my channel got started about 2009.
Yeah, that is pretty late.
But this is technically a late 15-year anniversary, I suppose you could say.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I did have an older channel that I think was 2008, so about that as well.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah. But this channel under its old name was made on May 3rd of 2015. So we are doing this on May 3rd this year for the anniversary. Yay!
I'll get the party poppers.
Yeah, so we hope you guys enjoy seeing this game, because this is, like, one of my favorite games. It's so good, especially, like, the second one.
For obvious reasons.
Yes, I mean, this does center around my favorite character, Miles Edgeworth, so, you know. Are you ready to get into this?
Let's do this.
Yeah, so we hope you guys enjoy. It does say continue. I didn't actually save, that's from our testing and, like, auto-saving, but we are gonna start a new game file, and Tifa here is gonna help me with reading the really fast text. Well, it's not exactly really fast because I slowed it down, but you're still gonna help me read it.
Still fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, let's go.
Let's
Game.
go.
Start.
Episode 1.
Turnabout
Visitor.
Yeah. March 14th, 1:16 a.m. Since you didn't read that.
Make sure the defendant's found guilty. What other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be.
There we go. I mean, that's a little intense opening.
Oof.
Yes, we start with the murder, and now we're gonna have to solve it. March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's this smell? It's very familiar. Blood! What the? What's the meaning of this? Freeze! Identify yourself. Shut up! Humph, you've got some nerve. Committing murder in a prosecutor's office? Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one.
Yeah, you better run.
Yep, bye! You're in trouble now, buddy. Wait, I don't think that's his name. I think that's the name of the other guy. Sorry, spoiler alert. My bad.
It's fine.
My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrust into a multitude of cases, and some very frantic and busy days. March 14th, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202, which is Miles Edgeworth's office. Damn, 3 in the morning. That is a very late day.
Yeah, no kidding. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir.
Very well. Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir?
Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
When I heard about the murder taking place in your office, I ran up here straight away.
This is Dick Gumshoe. He is a detective with the local precinct. And the one they assigned to handle this murder. This murder case for the time being.
You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt?
No, I'm perfectly fine. However...
Look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed.
I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office.
Whoa. Sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing.
Yeah, you know, I had a really late night, like, crazy stuff going on my flight that we'll be getting to later. Like, I've had a bad day. I know, you know, some guy's
fine.
Yeah. I know, you know, some guy's been murdered in my office after all that.
Miles Edgeworth's very bad day.
Maybe we should call the video that.
That's perfect.
The crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. That red text is a little harder for me to see, but it's fine. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office?
Crime scene. My office. Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office?
Got one of the little thingies. We're gonna have to put those together. Oh yeah, you know, I have played this game before. It is on my channel, so I know these games very well, and I know, like, what I'm doing. Like, you're not seeing, like, first impressions or reactions or anything, like with Rebirth of Souls.
Yeah.
Because I know the Ace Attorney games super well. I've been playing them for years. And I think you have played them for years too, eh?
Yeah, I have.
If we get through this part and we get to, like, some of more of the investigating stuff, maybe we can go over how we got into the series as well.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Especially because of this. That looks like a key.
The key to your office? The office key. For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it.
That would make sense.
What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Yeah, logic. That's what the thingies are called.
Logic?
By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. And that is our tutorial for logic. That is the end result of using logic.
So how do you use it?
First, I recall the information we've gathered with...
Left button by the looks of it.
Oh yes, it does show the buttons. Okay, yeah, I figured that would be the one. And then I connect them together with...
Why?
Y. Yes. Okay, I think I remember which button that is. Now to use the button and recall the facts.
He looks so smug here.
Oh, totally. Okay, so since this is a tutorial and we only have 2, this is super easy.
I also like to point out, in this series we see various lords of like mystical powers. Phoenix with his Magatama, Apollo with his bracelet. What does Miles get? Basic logic.
Yep, he does get something a lot cooler in the second game, but we'll get there eventually. No spoilers there. Which, I have played that game. That game is so good. Fan translation for that is amazing. So, yeah, so, you know, we just need to connect these. Oh, look, we got the achievement for it.
Yay.
For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. Are you sure, Gumshoe? Are you sure?
Yeah, really, Gumshoe? Sure, you just said that. And now we have new logic. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
Okay, let's go. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after?
We'll be putting that together quite a bit later, I think, if I remember correctly.
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Yes, well, when you follow logic to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. In other words, you get penalized and lose a little bit of health. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Even does the salute. Investigation start.
Begin investigation.
Yes. Investigation of High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
Yeah, sure, just give us a tutorial that I really don't need, but we'll show it for you guys. I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply use A when I'm next to it.
It was as if Edgeworth was reading your mind with the "I know that."
Yep. or maybe I was reading his and remembered what he was gonna say. You don't know. like I haven't played this game recently. So we were playing
This ain't my first rodeo.
We are playing this on Steam, but I did play a bit of it on Switch as well. I didn't get that far on the Switch version, but I have played the original, like, DS one many times.
Yeah. Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use Y, okay?
Okay, that actually might help. I wasn't sure what button it would be on here.
I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir.
Really? What advice can you give?
I was just gonna say that. Oh, buddy, no.
You know what I say to that? I'm psychic. You're welcome. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose.
Damn, that's cold-blooded.
Yeah, we are gonna have to do it just to, like, you know, see his testimony and stuff. So yeah, we can now walk around as Edgeworth. You see the new sprites here, since this is the, you know, updated version of the game. But yeah, I don't know.
He's so sleek right there.
He is. Yeah, I don't know. Did you want to take a minute to, like, say how we got into the series before we continue doing things?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. The way I got into Ace Attorney was it's probably going to be unexpected for you.
Okay. Hit me.
Right. So you remember, like, DeviantArt and stuff?
Yeah.
I was in, like, a Dragon Quest group, and I had, like, a friend in there who was from Japan. We were talking about, like, Dragon Quest, and they were a fan of my favorite character there, Pissarro. And they started talking about Ace Attorney and suggested that, you know, recommended it to me, suggested I play it, because, like, we had talked a bit, this one person from that group on DeviantArt. And, yeah, then, you know, I gave it a shot and fell in love with it, and the rest is kind of history.
Wow. I honestly did not expect that.
I know, right? That is what I said. So yeah, that was how I found Ace Attorney.
Yeah. How I got into Ace Attorney is a little different. Obviously, I'd heard in, like, video game magazines and seen stuff on, like, TV about it. Obviously, I didn't really play it when it first came out on the DS, so I'm a bit of a late bloomer.
I didn't play it when it first came out on the DS either. It was like, actually, like, I think it was around the time this game first came out, but of course I went through the other ones first and, like, kind of, like, binged through them all, like, really fast.
Gosh.
Or maybe it was when Apollo Justice came out. It was like one of those. So, like, when they were already on the DS and had been out for quite some time, like early you know, like kind of like mid 2000s.
Gosh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't really play the Ace Attorney games until they came out on the 3DS in the original Trilogy. So I decided to give that a go, and I was like, oh, so that's what this is about.
Oh,
I
really?
actually kind of like it.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, a bit of a late bloomer me, but safe to say I have not gone back since. Not looked back since, rather.
Yeah, fair.
It's now become one of my favorite series of all time.
Oh, totally. So I probably played it before you did. Like, did I get you into it?
Think you may have. I think you did.
Yeah, that tracks. Because I was super obsessed with it at the time. Oh man, it was so good. Alright, so let's talk to Dick Gumshoe then, shall we?
Yeah.
You get to do more reading.
Yay.
Oh wait, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Right,
Yeah,
it
it's
said
Y button.
Right, I'm sorry. Like I said, I get the buttons mixed up because
Alright.
I'm used to the Switch version.
Yeah, that's fair.
My bad. Well, anyway, now you know how the game log comes up. It's that button. It's like
Gotcha.
Missed text. Right. Okay, now we're gonna talk to Gumshoe this time.
You cold, sir?
No, I did not, but we need to do tutorial. Notice anything? Is there anything you notice that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe?
Just that I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in your office, sir.
Of course you did.
Investigation's just gotten started, so I guess there's not much else to say. So, were you the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Gumshoe. Unfortunately, upon my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this whole mess. This whole messy affair.
Ouch. That's rough.
Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective. Oh, he's calling you out, Gumshoe.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, you're in trouble, buddy. You're gonna get your pay docked again.
He looks like a kick puppy.
I know.
Oh, bless his heart.
Aw.
He tried.
He did. About investigating. I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe.
Of course, sir. Examine anything and everything with A.
We don't need this tutorial. We just need to go through the things.
By checking various things out, we can gather all sorts of evidence and information. You can see the evidence we've collected with our B. For information...
For information and leads, it's LB. Again, we don't need this.
That's it. Great job, sir. Deductive reasonable is the way to go.
Yeah, I just told you that a minute ago. How did you forget it already, Gumshoe? It's called deductive reasoning, detective. Clearly something you lack.
Oh,
Oof. Anyway, there's the prosecutor's badge. That's how we look at it.
it's so pretty.
It is. Let's see. So there's a couple... I'm gonna, click a couple, things we don't really need to click on, but they have, funny reactions from Edgeworth here. Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm. He's a Steel Samurai fanboy. I mean, I don't blame him.
Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show.
How dare you?
What's it about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but...
Liar.
Liar! We know you're a fanboy. The hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. And his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai. Along with the deluge of merchandise and even A new stage show gives its presence.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Oh yeah, call him out, Gumshoe. Yeah, he didn't know anything about it at all. That
Nerd!
That's really knowing a little. Yeah, total nerd. Of course, Steel Samurai is from, the other games in the Phoenix Wright trilogy.
Yeah.
Of course not! Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. Yeah, sure. Edgeworth, you're as bad a liar as Ryu is. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation. Regain my composure. Don't call me out. Let's see, where's the other funny things? I didn't mean to click the guy. Oh well, we can talk to him. How's it coming along?
Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art.
Well, I never.
Someone's getting their pay docked.
Yep. Oh, that's the Steel Samurai doll again. It is a little hard. Can be a little hard for me to see what I'm clicking on, so I'm trying to find the funny things. Where are the other funny things?
Oh, it's your trophy. The, Knight of Prosecutors, right?
King of Prosecutors. And it's not a trophy, it's a shield.
They only send this to the winning prosecutor, right?
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself.
That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me.
Ouch.
In other words, I'm docking your pay again.
Poor Gumshoe.
Yeah. Let's see.
He tries.
He does. It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. It's so tiny that it looks newer than when I first bought it.
Yeah. That thing's so polished that it makes mirrors jealous.
Oh, maybe that was tidy. It's fine. I can read. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, detective.
My job is to protect your office, sir.
And why did you let a murderer
Yeah, go tell me that.
And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's what I said.
That's harsh, sir.
I have to admit, the desk has never looked better. So I guess I can't dock his pay. This time. I know there's a funny thing over here. Let me see if I can get it. Ah, here it is. I was trying to hit this. Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers?
The ones that come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you? Yep.
Oh joy.
Speaking of that, Let's see what's on the card this month, sir.
No, no, don't. Please don't. Get that away from me.
All will be resolved. Wendy.
Yeah, who could that be?
Uh,
Poor Edgeworth. Oh, Miss Irony. How painful are thy thorns.
Wendy? Isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stalk?
That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further. Ugh. Yeah, that one's pretty funny.
Oh, he'll see her again someday soon.
Oh yeah, totally. Where's his chessboard at? Here it is. Let me click
Ah,
on
there it is.
Let me click on it. There we go.
Ah, there we go. Ouch. They even knocked over your chess set. Had it all set up, ready for when you got back. Figured we could play a few games.
I had no idea you were interested in chess.
I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try.
In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. It's a little harder to read when it's up there. It's fine. Let's see. There's one other thing I want to look for.
Oh, it's the ladder.
No, we can't do the ladder.
Unless it's the tea set.
It is the tea set, yeah. Where's the tea set?
I think it's behind Gumshoe.
Yeah, I thought it was there too. It's not letting me click over here. Oh, there we go.
Huh. Watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir.
That killer is going to pay this tea set.
Yikes! You're really mad over this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It cost more than your whole month's paycheck.
What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks.
There we go. I think those are all like the funny things of note. Besides getting into like the actual stuff. Do you have anything to report?
Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Talk about a contradiction.
Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I think we could do the sofa, maybe.
Ah, there we go.
I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on the sofa.
That thing looks a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit in it too? Just for a little while, sir?
Detective Gumshoe. You know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest.
You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end.
Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off.
Because you keep docking his pay.
Yeah, that's cold, Edgy. That's cold. Okay, let's do the actual thing now.
Alrighty.
They finished photographing the body, so it should be all right to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Alrighty. Let's see. Change colors. I thought there was something there. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area.
It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yup. And until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Crime scene notes jotted down in my organizer.
Crime scene notes. Bullet went clean for the victim's abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m.
It's good to help you read that because that text is honestly hard. That text is rough.
Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Yes, I don't need any more tutorial. Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all.
Alright, if you say so.
Yes, I do say so. I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press RB to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Speaking of, if you want to see profiles, here we go.
Blank. Age blank. The victim in this case. Why was he killed in my office?
And then we have Gumshoe.
Nick Gumshoe. Age 32. Homicide detective for the local precinct. In charge of the initial investigation.
And as of like the timeline for these games, I believe that is his age for the year 2019, of March 2019. So yeah, you know, we're quite well past that now in like real time.
Yeah.
These games were made to be kind of like a little futuristic for the time that they were made, but yeah. They still use like VHS tapes and stuff. It's kind of funny. For anyone who, you know, doesn't know what a VHS tape, you'll see one later in the game.
For all you post to 2010s kids.
Yep. The newer trilogy, like Apollo Justice and those games, like game 4, 5, 6, do like improve it to DVDs finally.
Took a while, but they got there.
Though they use DVDs for like our current time, I think it's like 2026, so you know, we're pretty close to that time, and now we're into Blu-rays and DVDs are obsolete. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. No kidding.
The games can't keep up with technology. They try. Anyway. Let's keep investigating, shall we?
Yep.
Let's see here.
This is when we should be checking the body.
Oh, whoops, my bad. I was trying to get his hand, but I guess there's nothing new there.
I guess it's counted as part of his body, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I thought there was something new on his hand. Bear with me, like, trying to find the thing. Here we go. There's his wallet. We'll do that. What do we have here?
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a police badge, detective.
Oh, hey! They have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinkydink.
No, really. It's a detective badge.
Just after the slight silence is like... I just picture Edgeworth just looking at him like, are you for real?
I know, right? Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. I'm sorry, I didn't let you read what the logic thingy was.
Now we know what his name is.
Here, you can read the thing in here.
Victim was a detective. I think it's the one that's on the right. According to his badge and ID, Buddy Faith was a precinct detective.
Okay, there we go. Just so you can read it. We're not going to connect any of those.
Yeah, not yet.
No, we don't need them yet.
I've got book. Files all over the floor, sir.
They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer.
Signs of a struggle. My files are a mess, pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer. Oh, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, I just rented all the time and effort I put in pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I water the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I come in and clean this place until it sparkled.
Oh, that sweet summer child. Does he have a life?
Oh, does that answer your question?
No, not really.
I think there's something beside his head, by the looks of it.
Oh, is that where it is? I was trying to find where the thing was. Okay.
On the right, on the bookshelf next to him. Ah, here we go. I don't believe it! Pack those files in these shelves so tight! But not even an earthquake can make them fall, but just look at them! At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all!
A problem to be sure. Don't talk to him about earthquakes, Gumshoe. You're bringing up bad feels.
Oops!
Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. Okay, that didn't lead any
Yeah,
evidence,
they don't
but...
notice the bloody writing there.
Yeah, we'll get to that a bit later.
Yeah.
We can't do that yet.
Yeah. I
Let's
think that's pretty much all we need to investigate in this part.
Oh, right, the gun is elsewhere. Okay.
Oh, I see it. It's near the entrance of the office, by the looks of it.
Yes, I see it now too. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Care to enlighten me as to where? Think, detective. Think really hard.
Oh, I know! I always see the exact same model. I think.
Detective.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives.
Revolver. Found at the crime scene is the same model as those used by precinct detectives.
I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. In other words, tutorial telling me to do the thing. Which I already know what it wants me to do, so that's fine. 1 and 2. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster.
There we go. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Victim's revolver data jotted down in my organizer.
Victim's revolver. It can be assumed that this gun is the murder weapon. It was issued to the victim.
Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver.
As I always say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use right stick to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle.
Okay, this is kind of helping because I wasn't sure the controls on my controller for this.
Use LB and RB to zoom in and out to get at the nitty-gritty.
Alright, that was actually helpful. Okay. Where do I want to look at? I know what I need to look for. But the question is, where is it? To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger.
You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns.
You're a detective.
Oh, but I love the ones they use at track and field meets to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead.
To chase you down for a false start, detective.
Now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, it's my sweet stomach child.
Let's see.
Oh, hang on. I can just about make out the bullets there.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Need to go up a little bit. The little gold circling, so something like that.
Yeah, isn't it this? No?
There we go. I think you're on it.
Alright, thanks. Here we go. This does look different in this version, so, you know, it makes it a little harder to see with the updated graphics, but, you know, thanks. It looks like only one round was fired from this. Hello, contradiction.
Wow. So the killer killed a Vic with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. There we go. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to, Jim! Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you?
Okay, rude for shoving Gumshoe aside.
Yeah, hopefully that's coming through okay.
You got it. Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright. Well, now my mic will definitely hear me. Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be. Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about Jim like that. Like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night.
Sure. Just in a bloodstained suit, pal.
Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes, I am. I'm Jakes Portman. Prosecutor.
This guy should get an Oscar.
I know, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna save and leave it here for now since we did the first bit of investigating and the, you know, opening of the game. I think we've been going a little long, so yeah. I think it's probably a good spot to, you know, leave it for now.
Yeah.
The recording is fine, so we are gonna save this.
Yay.
Just leave in slot 1. And then we want to go to title screen. Where is that? Back
There we go.
That's asking me to save again. I just saved, it's fine. Yeah, so, that's the beginning of the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Really hope you guys enjoyed it, because this is one of my favorite games, and I think it's good to bring back for the anniversary, and, because I've had a lot of fun with this game.
Yeah. Little trip down memory lane.
Oh, totally, indeed. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and didn't mind our acting and reading for this. And actually getting commentary with this game. Revisiting it. How are you enjoying it so far, joining me for this?
Yeah, it's been fun so far. We've only just started.
We have, and, we will continue more again next time with talking to this prosecutor guy who's stormed into Miles' office.
He seems like a douchebag.
I know, right? So we will continue our investigation and talk to that guy next time. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!
Bye!